Good morning, good morning. My name is Jenna. This is 11:11 with Jenna. I'm here 7 days, 7 nights, 14 times a week. How's it going? Happy Sunday morning. So I guess I could go to Twitch now too if I wanted to and leave Facebook. I might do some investigating and try these out different times and see what happens. Go check out a Twitch for a couple days. Go check out a YouTube for a couple days. William D, if you're around, let's mess around with that in the next few weeks. Let's see. It is Sunday, August 7th, 2022. Thank you for being here. I'm a little sometimes, just all right, let's see. Last night, what a gift. What an absolute gift from the couch in Queens with Gary Lambert, speaking of his king and queen, mother and father. A legacy that is not unlike our family histories, but a unique one for sure. Thank you, Gary Lambert. Thank you for those that were there. And today, Michael Keel. Howdy. Hello, Claudia. Looking good, girl, in that whole... Man, that's got to be heavy. How heavy is the whole, when you have the whole ensemble on? Hello, Jen. I'm curious. Like when you put this on, then you put this fire thing on, and this fire thing, and this thing. She's a firefighter. I guess that's, and I know today I'm green. It's not easy being green, believe me. I grew up Native American, Spanish, Italian. There's definitely the greens come through. 60 pounds? What? Really? Really? I can't do it because then I can't talk the rest of the day. Hello, love. 60 pounds? Whoa! Is it all come in a bag? 60 pounds? Ladies and gentlemen, talk about. Wow. I didn't know that. A.J. Martinez. I got to get him in on this.
Good morning.
Hi there.
Can you hear me?
Let's check it out. It's a little. Let me hear you.
Hi. Hello. It's me.
Hello. It's me. A.J. Martinez not in, I guess it's in the house. You're in the house.
In the pop-up. Woo-woo.
Pop-up party. How's it going?
Everything is audio. Audio is good.
You might need to come closer.
Well, I have the new headphones with the microphone in them.
Oh, so okay. What's your shirt?
Run 365. I got it from my ex, who gifted it to me. So let me see. I took your advice though, and got one of these.
Oh, let's try that.
Okay, let me plug it in.
Let's try it. 60 pounds. Do you know when a firefighter puts on all their garb, it's 60 pounds with the air tank?
Yeah. I knew it was a lot.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew it was a lot too. I didn't know it was 60 pounds.
Sorry, I've got a monster loaded.
It is pouring rain here today, and yesterday they started the chalk the block. I guess Friday night they started it. So now all the chalk is being washed away. Cheers.
Hold on just one more second here.
Green.
Hold on.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly.
Lee just said, "Is that you? Didn't recognize you with no smoke around you. Come on."
Hey, I'm working on the smoke.
We
I
haven't
got,
started yet,
I
Lee.
got
We haven't started the party yet. Slow your roll, brother. Slow your roll. Let AJ get
one
together.
more second. We're doing output, input, right?
Chlorophyll. Liquid chlorophyll. And water. So hot here. It's pouring rain. Oh, yeah. I do my mushrooms. Let's see, where are my mushrooms? Where did my mushrooms go? Huh. Chaga.
Can you hear me now?
No.
No.
Turn that up. Can you crank that volume?
The volume's all the way cranked up.
Much clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. All right. I might. Let's see. I'm gonna test it out by putting it farther from my face. How's that?
Really nice.
Yay!
Say a little something. Do a little Mary Had a Little Lamb or something.
Lee, 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 Lee. Lee, 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 Lee. I'm talking fucking Lee. I have a friend named Lee. He casts a spell on me. With me and Lee and KG will be free. Flying free, tenaciously. Skinny dipping in a sea of Lee. Okay, that's it. I think my favorite lyric from that song is skinny dipping in a sea of Lee. That's
Skinny dipping
awesome.
in the sea of Lee. We are skinny dipping in the sea of Lee. Yeah, we can all hear him. Brand new microphone.
Woo,
AJ, what
woo,
up,
I'm ready
brother?
for it.
He's ready.
Hey, I'm here. I'm surviving. I woke up. That's a miracle in and of itself. Um, I am. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Skinny
Oh,
dipping.
I brought the purple lounge with me. Look, I don't know if you
Ooh,
can tell.
the purple lounge in effect. Hey, Reggie, what's
And that's purple lounge. Good
It's
morning, everybody.
hot and humid there as it is right here where I'm sitting. It's 87 degrees in
Oh,
my apartment right now.
oh my gosh. Yeah, I definitely have my little AC running up here, and it's uh, it's keeping me cool. And then I had to go out. I got the damp rid, which seemed to work pretty well. But I went ahead and invested a little bit more money and got me a little dehumidifier, which really works well as well.
Does that make a
So
difference?
I have a It did. It really did. I mean, I know it's working because now I wake up and I'm all congested because it's so dry in here. I'm like, yes, I succeeded.
Now I can't breathe. So there's something that happens in my town every year this weekend. I don't know how many years they've been doing it, but a long time. And I haven't been here every year. But every year that I'm here, it's called chalk. It's chalk the block, where they do a big chalk block. They paint and they paint on the street. It's incredible. It always rains. It always, always, always rains. These people spend
Really, just
hours doing these incredible, and then it rains every year.
yeah,
Every year I'm here.
yeah, yeah.
But
That's yeah.
anyway,
That's like raining on Halloween. You
yeah.
know.
But I'm getting photo. I saw some of them last night. I'm getting a photograph. I guess had I been there at, yeah, I got there. I saw last night, but it just. Oh, my friend is sending me all these cool photos now. Yeah, the lion one was the best. That was the best. So this one woman does one every year where she chalks it, and then you have to stand in a certain spot. You dig what I'm saying? Like she even
Uh,
outlines the feet and says stand here. And when you stand there, it's 3D and it looks like it's. I'm gonna say,
really
yeah, I'll post it.
cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
it's really
I
cool.
noticed I had a different. I noticed I had a different setting on this microphone. Can you still hear me? Okay.
I think less. Why did you choose the?
Less.
What's the different setting about?
I turned it on. Yeah, we turned it down. That's about halfway. Is that okay?
A little bit louder now. A little bit louder now. A little. Maybe
A
it's
little
because
bit louder now. A little bit louder now. A little bit louder now. Testing. Severance. Severance. Severance.
So what's happening? What have you been making food wise
Um,
besides trouble?
really, I just a lot of trouble. The other day, though, I did make a cream cheese. Uh, it was
You had me at cream cheese.
stuffed stuffed chicken breast with cream cheese with the cream cheese spinach and a little bit of Parmesan in that mix, and stuffed it and uh, pan fried it for like a couple minutes on each side to get a good sear, and then threw it in the oven till it hit. What's the temperature on chicken? 165,
I think it's
I
160.
think. Yeah, 165. And so yeah, you know, I've learned that I I've always had a problem with my times and my temperatures.
I
Okay,
don't know how to
so
cook.
you know, it's just for me, I I I I always worry that it's underdone, and so I'll leave it for 10 minutes when I should have left it for 3 minutes because I don't trust ovens to cook that quickly, I guess, you know?
It
Like
is pretty
it's been in
amazing
there
how quickly things can get cooked.
right. Like something will be in there for 45 minutes and it's still not cooked, and I'll go, okay, well, 10 more minutes, and it only like 3 minutes, and then I pull it out and it's overcooked.
Right.
So, you know, and so I'm to teach me the method of temp times and temperatures. I now use my thermometer, my poker thermometer, my digital, and I start checking it about 10 minutes before the recipe says it's supposed to be done. And it's been working for me.
Right?
Yeah, right. And temperatures outside the atmosphere contributes to it as well. And so I'm used to dry heat cooking in California, and now the humidity creates a warmer environment, and so the stuff kind of cooks faster. It's weird. It's like elevation,
Oh
right?
no, totally.
Higher.
I was responding to what Lee just said. Lee said once football starts, he's not gonna be here.
What's football? He's not going to be here.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I didn't
Not
know
sure
that.
when football starts. Just
I
it'll be
didn't know
tough to
that,
say
Lee.
later on
I didn't
that.
know that about you.
Oh, is it for your son or for you? Are you a middle linebacker or something, Lee? What are you doing? Tailback, tight end, maybe? I'm sorry. That's me laughing at my own jokes. What's more pitiful than that?
Sorry, I didn't respond to your messenger. By the way, I didn't see it until just the second when I looked. I always try to
No,
check
it's
things in the mix,
it's
but
it's it's fine. I've actually got two setups right now. I've got my Chromebook, which now is working, and then I have my telephone that was set up on the stand, ready to go in a moment's notice if the Chromebook wasn't working.
I need a new light. I need a new light. I need a new ring light. It's good to have the ring
Yeah,
light. Oops, I
yeah,
just did something that I wasn't supposed to do. So, did the family like this chicken?
yeah. They did. I had a second attempt at crock pot risotto. The first one I made earlier in the month, in July. It was salty, and so I decided I was going to take another shot at it.
Crock pot risotto. I've never heard those two words used together before.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have
I bet it works.
the stamina to sit there and stir a pan
Believe
of
me.
rice for 20 minutes or so, or whatever
With
the
a
recipe
wooden
calls
spoon.
for,
With a wooden spoon.
with a wooden spoon, right? So this was a recipe that I got off of actually All Recipes. In All Recipes, it was a crock pot risotto, and you take your risotto, chicken broth, some white wine, garlic, um, onion powder, no, onion flake, right? Put that all, some olive oil, put that in there, crock pot with the rice and the broth, and then you cover it, cook on high for 2 hours. And then at the 2 hour mark, you throw in your Parmesan cheese and whatever component, like a mushroom or
Hmm.
um, I did. What did I do?
Zucchini, something.
Zucchini. Asparagus tips. I did asparagus tips. And so, yeah, for 2 hours, and then after like 2 hours and 15 minutes, it should be done in 2 hours. To be honest, they say 15 minutes for the cheese to melt in, but as soon as the cheese hits the hot risotto, it just boom, 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 right? It just comes together. So, um,
What did the family think about this one?
well, I cooked it too long, and so it got mealy and mushy.
Oh, I
So I
love
cooked it for two and a half. It went for 2.5 hours,
it.
and I didn't have I didn't have any chicken broth, and so I used beef broth, and so that gave it a whole different taste as well, darker color, and So I think the next batch that I make, I'm just going to stick with the recipe because when I stuck to the recipe initially, when I first made it, it was delicious. It was amazing. But now Joy's boyfriend Mike is all mad now. He goes, I'm going to show you how to make risotto. So,
Oh, because he's going to show you the real way. I had a friend that I used to work with. I won't. Nobody knows who they are, so I'm not going to say who they are. Ra Morocco. No, that's not who it is either. But he would stir, and every time he'd stir, he'd go. I'm like, stop. Oh, check it out now, Funksel sisters and brothers.
oh, 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna. 11 with Jenna.
Go AJ, go AJ, go AJ. Woo! Go AJ, go AJ, go AJ. Don't drop your stuff. Hey, I didn't know you could do the robot. And you're
I,
watching.
I didn't know I could do it either.
See how inspiring 1111 is for all of us. And you do the you. So you're watching some. Are you on two devices? Correct.
Well, I'm on one device which I'm recording on, and then on my phone, and I had as a backup just in case I had to go to the phone instead of the Chromebook. If the Chromebook didn't work out, I got my phone set up, but I can watch the comments come in
Uh
on
huh.
my phone,
That's
right?
what I do.
And the phone's just a little
Yeah.
right, and the phone's just a little behind, but it's fine.
I started using my old phone, but now I remember why I got a new phone because this battery, like after about 10 minutes, so I have to keep it plugged in constantly, but I don't have that. But I did buy this new little charger right here. Trying to keep up
Oh
with the kid.
look,
I know it's so
that's
cute.
adorable.
And then you just put it on your. This part's going to break in about a week. That was bad design. Bad design. But then you just plug it into your phone. You
Look
stick.
at that.
Ooh,
Look
look.
at that.
And it's charging because it's. But I haven't updated the phone yet. I need a Mac guru. MacManNow.com. Where are you? So back to the
Didn't they?
chicken. What?
No, no, go ahead. I was going to ask you about your iPhone, but I don't want to talk about an iPhone.
Go talk about it. Didn't what?
No, didn't they get in trouble for like limiting batteries on the older phones to encourage people to buy the newer models?
Yeah, a lot of trouble they got in, huh?
Right? And then all these battery issues can be fixed like via Palo Alto. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
if they have if they have the power to limit the battery from you know from the
Planned
programming department,
obsolescence, my friend.
yeah,
Oh, Reggie just said Apple was giving people free batteries because of limiting batteries. I didn't get no free battery.
right. I didn't get no free battery.
I didn't get no free
I
battery.
don't have an I don't have an iPhone, but I still did not get a free battery. Oh, look! I got a Harry Potter scar on my hand.
You do.
See that?
I have an M.
That's where that's where I took that's where I
Ow!
took
Ow!
some
Ow!
kitchen shears to it.
Ow! Ow! Is it all healed?
Kind of, sorta. They took the stitches out. They took the stitches out a week after it happened, and then they put steri strips on it with a simple band-aid. And she said, "Those just let those naturally fall off, and everything will be okay." Shit, they fell off the same day I went to the doctor's office. I was like, okay. So I tried some butterfly closures on it initially, and then covered it with a big band-aid, and it's
It's still
callousing
going there.
over.
It's right in that spot where, yeah, it's gonna.
Right. And it's my dominant hand too, so that's really been difficult because I push
Not
up
to
on
be
stuff.
dominant, my friend.
I'm sorry,
Learn to not be dominant.
but see, I blew you off with my dominant hand.
I want to get back to this chicken and cream cheese thing. What did you serve with this? What sounds so good?
Oh, I served the lousy mealy risotto with asparagus tips, and
Oh, you
yeah,
served the
and
chicken with the with the risotto?
yeah, yeah,
Damn, that was a good
yeah.
dinner.
You know, I liked it.
Jackie
I
was
didn't
like, "What's
mind.
up? How's it going?"
Right.
And it's
Right. Hey, Mike was, yeah, Mike was like, oh, chicken was outstanding. And then crickets after that. I go, what about the risotto? And he's going, I'm going to show you a risotto recipe. Rather than critique it one way or the other, he was very diplomatic in that,
chicken.
let me show you how to do it. It's like drinking dirty water and a guy shows up with a bottle of Crystal Geyser. Let me show you, right?
Yeah, did he have?
Rather than
Yeah, show
chastise
me.
me for drinking dirty water.
Show me. Come on, bring it.
Yeah. So I'm probably still going to make it the same way.
I didn't know he was a cook. This young
He
Mike.
is. He is. He is. And he's actually shown me a lot by way of technique
Is he a
and
restaurant guy?
yeah, he did it for a while. And so he's got all
Hmm.
the knowledge of a working kitchen and safety protocols and all that stuff. And so he's very and it's interesting because he falls into the same stereotype of kitchen people and cooks because he's done fine restaurant cooking, right? And he's done all these great things with great ingredients, but he'll still do like fast food. Like he's really particular about his coffee, right? But he won't drink like Folgers or Maxwell House because it's shit coffee. He says McDonald's coffee is better than the coffee we buy in bulk. So,
You know what? I had a thing yesterday at McDonald's getting a cup of coffee for my mom, so I won't be going back there for a while.
yeah, what happened?
We waited
Talk
in
to me
line.
about it.
We waited in line for 15 minutes. Not in line, but where the speaker is, where you order, for
Right.
15 minutes.
Wow.
Just nobody
Wow.
said, hi, welcome to McDonald's. May I take, hold on, can you hold on for like 15 minutes? I would have said no,
Nope.
or I would have driven over and I usually jump inside and do it, right?
Right.
But for whatever reason, I didn't. And then I just, so finally, my mom goes, just drive up to the front. So I drove up, and the woman goes, she goes, we're trying. And I go, well, I don't know what's going on. I'm there for 15 minutes. I just need to order a cup of coffee. She said, you need to go back around. Oh, beyond attitude. I said, can I just order a cup? I'm right here. You need to go back around.
They wouldn't let you order at the window. Wow. Wow.
I'll show you how I'm going to go back around. I'm going to go over to Dunkin' Donuts, get my mom a cup of coffee.
Hey, you know what? I'll be honest too. That's better than Karening out. That's better than going, you know what?
I did.
I want to speak to your manager.
Oh, I did.
Oh, so you did. I'm sorry.
It wasn't even Karening, though. She was Karening me.
Right.
No,
right.
I was like,
I get it.
because she was like telling me all this stuff. I said, is your manager here? She's like, I don't have a name. I don't have a manager. I don't have anything. And I'm like, and then when I was driving out, this guy goes, her name is such and such, and the general manager's name is such and such.
Holy crap. So they obviously knew that she was a problem.
They don't like her. Right. Here's her name. Here's her phone number. Oh, no, I wasn't. I'm just sitting there. I'm like, I just want to order a cup of decaf coffee for my 91-year-old mother who's sitting right here.
Right. Oh my gosh.
A senior decaf.
That's ridiculous.
She's like,
that is ridiculous.
I went, okay. Then the guy was so funny. The guy just, I parked for a second, and then the guy walked out. He's like, your name and the owner of this place. So then we went over to Dunkin' Donuts, and I got her coffee, and I got her some coffee rolls, like a cinnamon roll, coffee roll.
Okay. Yeah, no, I had a similar experience at Walmart this past week. I went shopping there, and I picked up a bunch of things, like 4 bags of groceries at Walmart, and it's the cheapest place here. I mean, it's just it compared to the larger grocery stores, your money goes a lot farther there. So and because I'm out here in the cuts, it's your choices are limited. So, but it is what it is. I mean, you gotta bend at certain places to survive, right?
You have to go to Walmart. You have to go to Walmart. So what happened in Walmart?
So I got my groceries, and she's ringing up my groceries, and then
So there's actually a person ringing it up, because a lot of Walmarts are now just self-scan.
Yeah, most of the places where you check out are self checkout. But I waited in line because I had so much, and I needed to subtotal. You know what? I know why I waited in line, because I saw a person who was manning a checkout, and there was nobody there, and so I was on my way to self checkout when I saw her. And so, and it was they didn't have any electric carts to use, and so I was walking around on my prosthetic, and it just gets tiring after a little while of going up and down the aisles pushing the cart. And so, but I did that. And so I was tired, and I didn't feel like standing up next to a register, and occupational therapy along with physical therapy at the same time, bringing up groceries and crap. And so I was like, okay, she's free. Let me just go there. And so I was helped by her, and I paid the price, man. I put some stuff like I want a subtotal to this point, and she looked confused, right? And so she rang everything up, and then she got to the gap where I moved some stuff back, and she was getting ready to reach. I go, no, can you give me a subtotal to that point? She goes, oh, and then she fucked around with, excuse my language, she keyed around on the register, and then gave me a subtotal. I'm like, okay, you can go ahead, and I'll go ahead and pay for the rest. And she seemed annoyed by that, because she had bagged up that first half of groceries, and so the next batch of groceries she didn't bag. She just kind of stacked up on the little carousel bag thing that they have at the end. And so she didn't bag it. She just stacked everything. And so I didn't know what she was doing. Maybe she was
It's
like,
like getting
okay,
into a Jenga moment.
I right apparently because she didn't put anything in the bag, put it away. So she was stacking like the milk. I didn't know what she was doing, to be honest. And so I paid for it, and she gave me the receipt, and I'm sitting there looking at my unbagged rest of the groceries on the carousel, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I was like, well, I guess I'll do the rest then. And so I reached over and she almost wanted to charge me for the 3 more bags that I got. She bagged like 2 bags of groceries. No, she bagged 3. I grabbed 2 more bags. And so she looked like, because they charge for bags out here too. Even paper bags they charge. And so I went to go grab the 2 bags, and she looked at me like I was stealing something. And I'm going, well, I gotta bag this up, right? So bagged them all up. And then once I got home and I started unbagging everything, I bought like 2 loaves of bread, and she put the 2 loaves of bread in the bottom of one bag,
The bot,
and then stacked a bunch of stuff on top of
the
it. So
milk.
I had basically flat bread, like it cut one side, so half of the loaves were all flattened out, the other half were all fluffy. And so we had to sit there and kind of let those loaves, go back, because they will eventually come back into some semblance of use, right? But I was like, wow, she was having a bad day, or I was presenting as a bad customer. And so I almost was like, I want to go back and say something, but then, the empathetic part of me goes, she might be having a bad day. And why would I want to go and make it worse by complaining about that? And so,
I mean, like
I
I did.
reined it in.
A
Yeah,
dollar.
no,
I was gonna give her. I'm like, I'll give you $5. I wouldn't didn't say this, but I would have given her $3 to get a cup of coffee because my mom wanted a cup of McDonald's. But my mom loves McDonald's coffee. A lot of people do, but a lot of people love Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I don't even drink coffee.
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know Pete's coffee to Dunkin' Donuts coffee. But I do know
yeah,
it's time for
yeah.
you to dance.
Oh,
I want to see that robot.
um,
Go Alex. Go Alex. Go Alex. Woo! I don't know how to do the robot.
you fit.
I don't even Speedway coffee to Pete's coffee to Blue Bottle coffee. You know the kind they do with the drip and the thing and the.
When I lived in Berkeley when I lived in Berkeley about 2017, there's this little Mexican place right there on the corner, University, and it's right across from Berkeley Adult, up the street from San Pablo and University,
I know the place.
right? The old Taco Bell. It used to be a Taco Bell,
Sure. Now it's a
right?
Mexican place,
Uh,
but
Now a Mexican place.
still looks like a Taco Bell, but it's a Mexican restaurant. Yeah, I totally know.
Right, right. Good stuff. I like it. I used to like it, and I lived right around the corner from it. Kind of expensive, but whatever. But every once in a while, they would do the cold brew drip coffees, and I'm not really like a big coffee aficionado. If it's bitter and it's brown, then I'll add some sugar, fake sugar to it, and some cream, and I'm good. I don't care. But that coffee was good.
Is
That
it?
coffee was good.
I like that place.
I
Yeah,
rarely,
Carol
I
likes.
rarely get right
Sorry.
River Road coffee
Do you drink
with
coffee every
chicory.
day?
I drink a cup every day. Sometimes two, but you know, it's not like an addiction or anything. I can't do I can't do cold coffee though. Like iced coffee. I don't know. It's just not appealing to me.
Get the McDonald's app. I'd have too many apps. I looked at my old phone. This phone right here has about 7 apps on it. I'm like, I looked at it. I went, oh look, it's got. Oh look, I just have like, well, maybe 14 apps. Now I have 72 apps, and I only use about 6 of them. Trying to quit the
Yeah.
caffeine thing. Yeah, I'm not a, I probably, I don't react well to caffeine. Let's just put it that way.
No.
So I drink
Uh,
chlorophyll. But I sometimes I think if I drank a little bit of coffee, maybe I'd feel better. But I do that, and then I get those headaches, and I don't even bother.
yeah.
Never. And I had an art teacher in high school that would breathe over my neck or my head. She,
Uh-huh.
to see
And
what I was
coffee
doing.
breath.
Oh, coffee, cigarette breath, cat black,
Coffee, cigarette, and
black, coffee, cigarette breath. As I'm drawing or making, doing some pottery, and she's like, "Oh, that's really good. That's really good." And I'm like, girlfriend, here's some water, a toothbrush, some toothpaste, and some gum. Go over there
hilarious.
in the corner.
Hilarious. She was giving you the vapors.
Ooh. I drink tea and decaf coffee. Cat Black, do you drink coffee? And do you drink it black? Cat Black, Los Angeles best waitress. Yes, she is. I'm giving her. She is the best server of any restaurant I have ever been in Los Angeles and probably anywhere.
Yeah.
Black. Well, I have a cousin on the East Coast that I love. You drink coffee with your cream. Well, some people put butter in their coffee.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bullet coffee or coconut oil.
Right.
So
Right.
is the bed in your joint over here?
Yeah, where the computer's sitting right now. And it's got, I went out and got those back pillows with the little flaps
Uh-huh.
on the bottom, right? I got about 3 of them, and they're right there. It's almost like a harem bed. All I need now is the harem.
What color are they?
It's all gray and black, and the comforter is like a beige flower lily kind of design to it.
Lily.
And um, they had these thin mattresses in here originally, and I used the thin mattresses for like a backing on the back and a curved headboard along the side where I sleep. Um, so I utilized everything that came in here pretty much for my own comfort on the bed.
So I just learned something that made me almost vomit in my mouth. I
Wow.
remember being at a holiday party with my first holiday with my then boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Tammy.
Uh,
And they dipped, was it asparagus into mayonnaise? I just
really?
I just read, my friend Reggie just said some people put mayo in their coffee. See, told you.
Oh my God.
Almost.
Why am I? Why? Why does that give me the flashback? Okay, kind of going off on a different topic, but kind of staying in the same realm as hot beverages. Um,
Love.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire. You've
Robin.
seen Mrs. Doubtfire.
Robin.
Everybody's seen Mrs. Doubtfire, I'm sure,
I worked with
right?
him.
It was the scene where the child services woman comes over to inspect the place, and he's flip flopping between Mrs. Doubtfire and his out of drag character, and he gets caught going to the kitchen, and he's got to come up with something real quick, and so he dips his face in like a cream cake, and so he's got the sugar tapioca, the meringue all on his face, and she comes in and he's pouring tea and he's asking her 1 lump or 2, and the meringue is dripping into her tea, and I'm just sitting there going, oh, of the many things that Robin's done, that's probably one thing that just grossed me out so
Brilliant.
much. And
Absolutely.
she drank it. She drank it. She not only drank it, she's like, when he walked out, she kind of dabbed her eyes with it.
Dipped
That was a cute little.
broccoli and asparagus in mayo. Yeah, can't do it. Can't do it.
My ex would do.
Miracle Whip or mayo or whatever. I don't know the difference. They all look the same to me. Miracle Whip, whatever. Hellman's. I love Hellman's because they were very cool people. Very, 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 very cool people. And they did a lot of cool things in the world. But I'm just not a mayo girl. Are you a mayo guy? Or Miracle Whip?
I I'll eat mayo. I'll put mayo on my sandwiches, like if I'm doing like a ham and cheese. I do take and a Hellman's. I try and stick with Hellman's, but I'll do grilled cheese in the air fryer. But instead of butter, you spread the thin layer of mayo on it, very thin layer of mayo on the outsides, and it works just as nice as butter. I learned that from the guys in Mexico making the Mexican sandwiches, the tortas,
Mhm.
and instead of butter, they slather a nice layer of mayo on there and stick it on the grill and let that fry up. And so, yeah, I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. My ex used to eat her um, uh, artichokes. She would steam artichokes and then peel the peels and then to dip the ends in the artichokes and bloop. And I thought that was pretty gross, but I potato salad, macaroni salad, anything that has a
things here. My ex. But my ex did it with this, and my ex, yeah. Good morning, Julie Luz.
no.
You too.
Good morning, everybody. If I hadn't already said good morning, good morning.
Yeah, avocado mayo. Just
I'll do it. Hey,
just slice up a couple avocado slices there. But what is the difference between Miracle Whip and mayonnaise?
I don't know. I think I don't know because the mayo is just like egg whites. I'm sorry, egg whites and oil, right? Cooks, Julie. How do you make mayo, Julie? Come on, break it down. Let's go live to Julie's. Let's go live to Julie's kitchen right now.
And we're live in Reggie's kitchen.
Reggie's kitchen. Let's do that.
Come on, Reggie.
Miracle Whip. What's the difference, Reggie?
Reggie, wanted
one is tangy.
Reggie, I'm going to send you the link right now. You can get on the show if you want.
That's hilarious.
I've sent it to you before. I'm sending it to your messenger. In case I would like to know the difference between, what is it, Miracle Whip and one is one and one is the other, right?
Yeah. Claudia says one is tangier, but both are yuck.
Girlfriend! How could you let me beat you so bad?
That's a song title. That's a song title right there. One is tangier, but both are yuck.
Uh-oh, Claudia's got a fire. I hope everything's okay. Miracle Whip is sweeter and contains other ingredients, while mayonnaise is tangy and rich. Miracle Whip is uniquely... What? Wait. Yeah, I was waiting for you to jump on the show and tell us this. I see.
Added sugar. Oh, yeah.
But
Secret ingredient.
Mustard, paprika, and garlic.
See, that sounds good. That I would actually probably try Miracle Whip. I haven't really tried it in a long time. I'm just used to for me, honestly, mayo provides that neutrality, right? Because you have like the meats that are really savory, the cheeses that are kind of creamy, right?
Mustard.
Right. Mustard that's tangy, right? You need to throw something in there that's got that neutral dynamic.
That's
for me,
I would
anyway.
use Greek yogurt then.
Greek yogurt. You said avocado. Avocado is like almost a very neutral, like an avocado spread or something like that.
Fat.
But right. But then you tell me to put mayo on like a hamburger or a hot dog. Ugh, blah. Yeah, I'm done. French fries. The Canadians put mayo on their French
yes,
fries.
Rob, are you still here? Please explain that phenomenon to us.
Yeah,
Mayonnaise.
why mayo? Hey, I get the gravy and I get the cheese curds. You know, I get the poutine thing because the poutine is delicious. But mayo?
It's fat and some carbs. All I want is the cheese and the fries.
You know, I'm sitting here
You
saying,
with the rest.
I'm sitting here complaining about how nasty fries and mayo would be, but
Sounds good.
I eat my popcorn with mustard. So you know, what's my problem? Like, yeah, if they made a mustard flavored popcorn, I'd be all over that. I would love it so much, and that came.
Maybe. Well, don't now. Trader Joe's is hearing us now. Watch in a month. It's going to be in a bag on this. It's going to be $4.99.
$4.99.
Rewind it here a second, brother. So you're saying you eat popcorn and mustard. You eat mac and cheese with mustard. Mustard, I could do that. Reggie, I could do that. Gluten-free mac and cheese with mustard.
Yeah.
But what do you do?
But
Do you spray do you squirt the mustard or do you dip?
I dip individual kernels.
You eat one kernel at a time, AJ Martinez?
If I have mustard as a condiment, I don't always have mustard as a condiment when I have popcorn. But if I get the craving, then I will get a little ramekin of mustard and do the individual kernel dip on it.
What flavor
I
of
won't.
mustard?
Some yellow mustard, and yellow mustard is fine for me. Like, I've never really done it with like a hot mustard or like a Grey Poupon. I am raising the pinky for the Grey Poupon, but I've never really done it with that. And it comes from when I was a kid. We went to the A's game in Oakland as a family, a bunch of my cousins and me, and one of my cousins went to go to the snack bar, and I asked for a box of popcorn, and he thought it would be hilarious if he drizzled a bunch of mustard on it. And so he brought it back, and I looked at it, I'm like, this guy's must just eat it. I spent $3 on that big thing.
You
are gonna friggin' eat it. I got bullied into it. He thought it was a prank, and I started eating it, and I was like, I'm kind of ashamed to admit it, but I was eating it through bullied tears, right? Mustard all on my lips and shit. And it was good. I got maybe 3 bites into it. I'm like, okay, this ain't so bad. Okay. I ate the whole thing. And so it developed from there, right? And so maybe it's tied into childhood trauma or something. I don't know.
Now, I've never heard of spraying lemon juice on my popcorn, Julie Luce. And I do I do nutritional yeast. I do hatch chili on my popcorn. But why would you spray lemon juice on your popcorn? It would make it all soggy. Right? I love it. My mom and dad used to do popcorn with Raisinets. Because then when you're eating the raisins, they're they get a little warm. And
right. You get a little warm.
Then but lemon juice on popcorn.
That sounds interesting. I mean, lemon is supposed to be like a substitute for.
Friends got the truffle oil right over there.
Yeah.
Truffle oil and popcorn. Yes, ma'am.
I've never had truffles. Never had truffles.
I have something interesting in my fridge that I haven't opened yet at this point.
Uh-oh.
It's
What's she coming back with?
truffle.
Everybody, can you guess?
Sauce. Hi, Brent.
Sauce.
Truffle sauce.
Hey, Brent Bowen. Yes. So, guys, I want to tell you real quick about Brent Bowen, my buddy, my pal. If you don't mind, I don't mean to change the subject.
While I sit here and eat truffle sauce. Where's my spoon?
Right.
I don't even need a spoon. I'll just take
So,
my ass mascara want. No, I'm just kidding.
So I have a nephew that's probably like 2 years younger than me. And when he was like, I think, what, 10, 12, I think, he had been ice skating all his life because he's got two uncles on his mom's side who played hockey all their lives. And they were semi-pro in Germany and stuff in Europe. And so he picked it up at an early age. And Brent was his hockey coach at Berkeley, Iceland, when it was still an ice rink.
Oh,
Yeah, and so Brent took those kids to the championship, to their regional, and they won the regional, I believe, and they went to the state championship. But they played Santa Clara. But either way, Brent was the Bantam coach. Awesome coach. He was great with the kids, man, and the kids absolutely loved Brent.
Hang out with us.
Yeah, Brent is such a good dude, man. And once I got on Facebook, Brent, I think we hunted each other down, and so which was great, because it just brought back all the memories of when Art played hockey. So,
that's so cool.
Good to see Brent.
Hi, Brent. Thank you for being
Good to see
here.
Brent.
Oh yeah, truffle sauce. I want to thank you again, AJ, for announcing that you're on the show and promoting that you're going to be on the show in the way that you do it. It's so creative and fun.
I just, I get, like I said, I look at my phone, and anything that I see on my phone that'd be nice to share, I just come up with, the monologue of it, and so it's a creative outlet for me too. It allows me to, and so.
AJ.
Yeah. Thank you, Brent. Thank you, Brent.
Thank
Hey, Brent, if you like me on Sunday mornings, you should check her out the rest of the time that she's on. Tonight, Poetry Glam. Tomorrow morning, it's 11 again. Monday night, they talk about movies. Tuesday, they're just awesome through the rest of the week. Meditate now. Okay, well, there you go. Meditate on Mondays. And Taco Tuesday.
Let's do that this Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday?
Oh, wait. I'm going to be in, I will be in Telluride on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to be in Telluride on Tuesday.
That's going to be like hot weather, right? I mean, what's like
it's cold and raining. Like it's cold and raining.
It's cold and raining.
Yeah.
What I wouldn't give for a cold rain right now.
Cold rain and snow. No snow. Maybe snow. I'm still tripping on the Oh, thank you, Brent. I'm still tripping on the mustard and popcorn, lemon. I'm trying to remember lemon and popcorn, truffles and popcorn. Hey, Kay. Kay Stickney dines here. She can sing on a dime. Yeah, Kay. Stickney. Private chef in Boston, Pittsburgh. I have followed. I know you have. You're a private chef? Is Brent a private chef?
Oh, is he? That's awesome.
Brent, when are you going to be on the show? Truffle sauce. I got truffle sauce if that helps.
Oh shit! Brent is in Boston. Brent, I'm in upstate New York now, so we're close by, buddy. We're close by.
I have invited him on the show. Ask Brent.
Okay, so Brent also was a store manager at a sporting clothing place at Hilltop Mall. He was the manager at Champs. Remember Champs?
I remember Champs.
When he was the first manager when Champs opened. So
I liked that mall.
That was cool.
That's a cool mall.
That was like late 80s, I think.
Right there.
Yeah.
And then I'd go to the mall.
I got
a bad throat. I gotta go to the mall.
Yeah, no, my cousin Ray worked at JCPenney's, and he got the job right away, right, as they were developing. And so when Hilltop had a soft opening, my mom and I went to the soft opening there, and it was we were like, wow, just wide-eyed. It was like in awe of everything. And, yeah.
Where Kay is referring back to the chalk the block that's happening right now. These people spend
Yeah.
hours painting and drawing these beautiful, and now it's just pouring rain. Pouring rain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Come on, girl.
hey, that's the nature of the beast, though, right? That's like people like they do the
That's
sand castles in San Diego, right?
yeah.
And then high tide comes in and washes away all that beauty. But it's part of the it's part as sad as what's
I didn't
going
get to
on.
see them all because I got there late last night.
Oh,
Because I was
as sad as what
life.
right, as sad as what's going on in Yosemite right now, all that area, it's gonna come back even stronger.
Yeah,
You
we're gonna
know,
get
so it so that's the nature of the beast.
but I am trying to send some of this rain out there every day. I send a little rain. So your mother was a saint.
Yes, my mom was a saint. She took care of everybody. Um, she suffered through her marriage at 15 to a much older man. Uh, Separated right about the time I was born, and she went through some hard times with him. But she broke away, came back to the homestead of North Richmond, where her parents established a home right there, and but she came back to Richmond, single mom, got a job with Employment Development Department, and so was a good resource for people to get jobs. She used her talents early on in the 70s to get jobs for ex-cons coming out of San Quentin.
Cool.
There's a religious organization. It's called the Guadalupana, or it's like uh, the they use the Virgin Mary, the, the
A
Mexican
lady.
symbol for the Virgin Mary,
Mhm.
Our Lady, right? So Guadalupe, Our Lady Guadalupe. So it was the Guadalupana, and she would get jobs and get them back into society. And her boss at the time came to her and said, "Look, you can't keep wasting your time on these guys when you have a whole community to take care of here in Richmond. So you can't place these guys from these ex-cons coming out." So what my mom did, she said, "Okay, no problem." So she did her job 9 to 5. When she was done, she would go up the street on McDonald Avenue to the Guadalupana offices and work out of there for 4 hours, you know, almost daily, to get those guys integrated back into society. And so that was just one thing that she was just an amazing woman for. She took care of everybody. The last 20 years of her life, she suffered from scleroderma, which is a form of MS. But instead of the veins being affected like MS, veins and arteries, it was tissue, organs. So skin, all the organs. So yeah, and that was a long-suffering disease. She suffered from that for like 20 years, and doctors told her, "You can't do this, you can't do that," and she would do this and do that, and she took care of everybody. But
What was her
when my
name?
grandmother, Emma,
Emma.
Emma, Emma, yeah, yeah, very very handsome woman. I favor her a lot. So
You do. I've seen photos. Yes.
yeah. So, but 4 months after her mom passed away, in oh god, like 91, I think. It's kind of hard. I don't really recognize the years people die. I just, I don't. I just for some reason it doesn't process. But my grandmother died. My mom's mom died, and 4 months later she died. No, yes, yeah. 4 months later my mom
Your
passed away,
grandmother
and
died.
so
Her mother died, and then 4 months later she died.
yeah, yeah. So that was
Emma.
that was yeah.
Emma's here. Emma.
Um, but a reflection of how many people
Oh.
that my mom.
You said you have a
Thanks,
heart.
Leah.
Yeah, Lee's like, yeah, yeah, Lee, we're still here. Sunday morning ramble.
Uh, right. Sorry, I'm
Sunday
rambling.
afternoon ramble.
Must, but but yeah, no, when my mom did pass away, a reflection of how many people that she affected turned out. Like her services at the local church, they couldn't fit everybody in. They had to turn on the speaker outside that they
Wow.
normally do for like midnight mass or Easter Sunday type situations, right? And so there was just a lot of people. For my grandmother, we had a procession from the church down the hill to the cemetery, and that was, we fought to get permits for that from the city of San Pablo, and they definitely they finally said fine.
Is she
That's
at the
okay.
big cemetery?
She's at St. Joseph's right there on like
Oh,
Church Lane,
yeah.
right? And then our family church is St. Paul's, just above where just past San Pablo Avenue and Church. If you're familiar with that area and um, you're driving towards Richmond out of San Pablo on Church Lane, and you're going up the hill, right? And then it crests right there at San Pablo Avenue, and then there's the Maple Hall stuff right there on the right. If you keep on going down, it's the first church on your right before the curve and turns into Market Street,
I,
St. Paul's Church.
do
And
you?
little,
Go ahead.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Changing the subject, but not really because it's a Richmond thing. Do you remember the health food store out in Richmond? It was in a little mini mall on San
Uh,
Pablo.
not not the one Williams
Williams.
on
Williams.
Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Okay, yeah, right next to the Wendy's.
Right next to the Wendy's and the really good Indian restaurant. There was an Indian
Right, and they used to have a really
right
good
there.
Vietnamese restaurant there too.
There too. Yep. Williams, there was a woman that worked there, owned it. And she also owned the health food store in Berkeley on Shattuck that is now, I think, a GNC, but next to by the Vine, by the court, the Vine where the big restaurant
Yeah,
brewery is.
I think so. Yeah,
She was the coolest. Yeah, right by the Wendy's.
yeah,
Williams.
yeah.
I loved Williams.
Williams. They're closed.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
Lee Cooper's got to go. Yeah, I probably should go too, but you'll be back next Sunday. Next Sunday might be a little bit shorter. Well, let's see what time it will be. No, I don't think I'll be in probably Facebook Live from my bed
Okay, that's hot.
in Telluride.
Yes.
In Telluride, because it'll
Maybe
be
it's gonna
2 or 3 hours different. Anyway, I'll be in bed, and then I go to the festival that day. That's the last day of the jazz festival.
jazz festival. Okay, nice,
Yeah,
nice, nice, nice.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go
yeah.
make something with my truffle sauce right now. I'm thinking
I
of
want to see.
savory waffle.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Mhm. I
That
love
sounds really
mushrooms.
good.
I'm all about mushrooms. Shroom, 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 shroom,
Yeah,
shroom. Shroom me,
I
babe.
have to. Me and Mike. That's it. Joy and her mom. No
No
mushrooms in
mushrooms.
anything.
Rolf, no mushrooms. When
I
we
don't
go on,
do black olives.
really?
They, they taste like
Any
wet pennies to me.
wet pennies? I thought
Yep.
you said wet.
Well, then I'd eat them.
I'm like, dude. Yeah, Lee, you're gonna miss your chance to talk to me in bed. As you should. Chocolate truffles.
Hey,
Claudia's having chocolate truffles for breakfast today. Go girl.
nice, nice. Lee, you won't miss your chance on this end of the country. So I'm available, brother, and I've got the harem bed all set up.
Hey, why don't you do the show from the harem bed one of these days? I'd like to see this.
Oh my god. You know what? I'd be afraid to because as soon as I get like
Hey,
in
don't move it.
repose, I fall asleep.
Oh, I thought you meant as soon as you move everything you got set up now. Well, thank you very much for getting that new microphone. That made a whole world difference.
Yeah, I'm glad I did. I also went out and got some new headphones with a mic, but I think this will do. I'm glad that it worked out.
It worked out. Thank you very much, AJ. Say hi to
No
everybody.
worries.
I
Thank
guess
you.
I'll sing a song for you. Do you have a letter for me?
Oh my God. Let's see.
Oh, might as well sing a song.
Let's see for Cooper. C for Cooper.
C for Cooper, see you later. I see you sometimes. I don't use a percolator, no coffee for me. Oh, give me shrooms and no mayo, please. I thank you, AJ Martinez Williams. Yes, my favorite health food of all. Health food store. She was so cool, and then her daughter worked there too. So there you go. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be real nice. And AJ, come back here once or twice. Sunday mornings with AJ is always a bright light like Emma was. Oh yes, Emma's here. Oh yes, hello Emma's heart and AJ too. And I will say, hey hey, I'll see you all later. From your thoughts, make them creative, oh yes, baby. And from your words, oh yes, your words, make them cool. And from your heart, yes, from your heart, like AJ's heart, and Emma's heart, and Mama Grace, and all our mamas with a beautiful face. They are saints. They have the most caring hearts. Oh, yes, that's where I will end as I start. Thanks, everybody, for coming out today and hanging out with us. Have a beautiful
Thank you.
day. Thank you, AJ. Love hard, everybody.
Love hard, real hard. I love you.
I love you too. Bye.